Last week, we learned how to add a file to a new Git branch and push it to GitHub. This week, we're going to learn how to create a pull request so that the change in our branch can be merged into the main branch. A pull request is what we create when we want to add code to our team's repository. Creating a pull request lets the team know that you have code that you want to merge in. Someone on your team will review your code and approve it so it can be merged into the team's code. Let's create a pull request for our branch now. Make sure that you are logged into GitHub and then find your repository called My First Repository and click on it. This will probably take you to your main branch. And remember, last week we created a new branch called My First Branch. So we want to go to that branch. And now we can see this message. This branch is one commit ahead of main. What that means is we've got code in My First Branch that is not in the main branch. So let's go ahead and click on this one commit ahead message. And then we can compare changes between the main branch and My First Branch. So if we scroll down, we'll see here's the change. We added in a new file. It's called mysecondfile.txt. And this line of code right here, this message that says, this is my second file, is the change. And of course, adding in the new file is also the change. So now we see a message here that says that we're able to merge. That's because we are the only one that owns our repository. I own my repository, you own your repository. So any branches that you have on your repository, you can merge in automatically. But ordinarily, when you are working with code and you're creating your own branch, you will need to get someone else on your team to review your code in order to merge it in with the main branch. So in order to do that, you create a pull request. So let's create the pull request. So we'll click on the Create Pull Request button. And then we can put in a comment here if we want. Let's just say our very first, let's say my very first pull request. And you can see right here, adding in a new file, that line there, that is from the comment that we added when we committed our code in the command line using Git. So that's where that comes from. So now all we have to do is we just click the Create Pull Request. And now we can see that the pull request is open. And right now, because we don't have any rules where somebody else needs to approve the pull request, we can just go ahead and merge it right now. So let's just click Merge Pull Request. And then we'll confirm merge. And now it's merging in. And it says you're all set. The My First Branch can be safely deleted. So because your code in your branch that you created has now been merged into main, you don't need that branch anymore. So let's go ahead and click Delete Branch. And now let's check and see if everything worked correctly. So we will go back to main. Let's just click this link right here to get back onto main. And we can see now in the main branch, we've got 3 files where we used to only have 2. We've got the README, we've got my first file, and then we've got my second file, which we just merged in from that branch that we created. Thanks for watching this video. If you found my training helpful, please like this video and share it with others. And be sure to subscribe so you don't miss a single lesson. If you're enjoying Monday Morning Automation and you'd like to learn even faster, be sure to check out my book, The Complete Software Tester, which is available in Kindle and paperback on Amazon.com.